single thing. But as a white person, there is privilege. A lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. This league has been built on them.
Caitlin Clark, the face of the WNBA, a record-shattering star and Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year. But why does her rise spark jealousy among black players like Angel Reese and DiJonai Carrington? Stephen A. Smith has called out the hate, and he's not holding back.
Some of the players, you want to use the word jealousy, fine. You want to use the word envy, fine. You want to use the word resentment. We want to play with words. That's cool.
Is this resentment fair, or is Caitlin's success being weaponized against her? Let's break it all down. Caitlin Clark didn't just arrive at the WNBA. She dominated. She's boosted TV ratings, packed arenas, and even secured charter flights for players. Something black athletes fought for over 2 decades to achieve. But here's the twist. Instead of applause, Caitlin is facing resentment from players like Angel Reese, DiJonai Carrington, and others who feel sidelined in their own league. And it's not just quiet disapproval. It's public, loud, and relentless. Why? Because Caitlin Clark represents something bigger than basketball, the intersection of talent, privilege, and opportunity. But Stephen A. Smith has drawn a line in the sand. Don't hate the player, hate the system. Here's the harsh truth. Caitlin Clark is winning in ways that black players have been fighting for decades to achieve. Take Angel Reese, for example. She made waves during the NCAA tournament, leading LSU to victory and proving she's one of the best in the game. But who stole the headlines? Caitlin Clark. Then there's DiJonai Carrington, who called out what many black players feel. The system always elevates white players while sidelining us. It's a sentiment that runs deep in the WNBA, where black athletes built the league from the ground up, only to see a newcomer like Caitlin reap the rewards. And yet Caitlin Clark isn't denying this reality. She openly admits, as a white player, there is privilege. This league was built by black players. We need to celebrate them more. But Stephen A. Smith isn't here for the jealousy. His defense of Caitlin Clark is clear and sharp. Blame the system, not Caitlin. Let's talk facts. For 22 years, black players begged for charter flights. Nothing happened. Caitlin joins, and within weeks, the WNBA gets chartered travel. Is that privilege? Absolutely. But did Caitlin create the inequities in the WNBA? She's using her platform to fix them. Attendance at Indiana Fever games is up. WNBA drafts are smashing TV ratings. The league is finally on an upward trajectory, and Caitlin Clark is at the center of it all. But instead of celebrating her influence, some players see her as a threat, like she's stealing their spotlight. Stephen A. doesn't buy it. His message? A rising tide lifts all boats. Caitlin Clark is the tide lifting the WNBA. So let's ask the real question. Is this about Caitlin's privilege? Or is it about jealousy? Are Angel Reese and DiJonai Carrington right to feel sidelined? Or are they focusing their frustration on the wrong person? Stephen A. draws a powerful parallel. During the civil rights movement, black activists didn't reject white allies. They joined forces to fight the real enemy, the system. He's saying the same thing here. Caitlin Clark isn't the problem. She's part of the solution. By elevating the league, she's creating opportunities for everyone. Here's the bottom line. Caitlin Clark's success doesn't erase the struggles of black players like Angel Reese and DiJonai Carrington. It shines a light on them. The WNBA's inequities didn't start with Caitlin, and they won't end with her. But instead of tearing each other down, imagine the power of working together. Caitlin Clark acknowledges her privilege and is using it to fight for change. That's not the enemy. That's an ally. Stephen A.'s final words echo loud. Stop the hate. Start the progress. Because when Caitlin Clark wins, the league wins. What do you think? Is the resentment toward Caitlin Clark justified, or is she being unfairly targeted? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more basketball deep dives. Let's talk.